Setting up a little early because why is it not showing? Live's not showing up on here. There we go. Live's not showing up on here. There we go. Hopefully you guys see this. I accidentally set the time on there for 4 a.m. but on my social media stuff, I set it for 4 a.m. on YouTube, and then I set it for 4 p.m. on YouTube. I set it for 4 a.m. on YouTube, and then I set it for 4 p.m. on YouTube. I set it for 4 a.m. on YouTube, and then I set it for 4 p.m. on YouTube. Hope everyone's having a good day. I'll just wait a little bit for everybody to get on. Hope everyone's having a good day. Hey, Vicky. For everybody to get on. Hey, Vicky. Yeah, so I'm just hanging out till everybody gets on. I'm doing good, Vicky. How you doing? I didn't really do much today. Kind of just cleaned my shop, and then my countertop guys came to get the dimensions and make their templates for the for all the quartz countertops. So it's going to be pretty cool. They should be built on be done with that by like Wednesday, Thursday. Well, I appreciate you coming. You're watching Daniel's video. Been rewatching the Stuck on Sawdust series while working. Yeah, that's a good series. He's done some good stuff with that. I think, what is he on, like episode 42 now or something? Yeah, fancy. Pretty fancy, yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing how they look when they're done. I'll probably do like a short on them, like just the countertop, just for progress, or picture or something for my community page on here. Yeah, so I'm just hanging out. It's been the same every day, pretty much. As far as weather-wise, kind of cooling down just a little bit. And there's a nice little breeze right now, but yeah, it was nice to just relax today, because I went pretty hard on that wine caddy, and then I was kind of doing some other stuff too. So he said, I've been thinking a lot about my cabinets and been choosing my material and asking a friend to help bring the wood over. And he also said, because 4x8 sheets don't fit in my car, my little city girl car. Hey Josh, what's going on, man? Hope you're having a good day. Thank you. I put a lot into that caddy, man. I put a lot into that. Like, that was a lot of detail that I put into it. And I just started editing the video today, and I'm barely at the beginning of that, so it's probably going to be like tomorrow when I get it done, or when I put it on YouTube. So thanks, Vicky. Yeah, there's so much detail in this wine caddy. I built this custom box with mitered splines, and then the handles inlaid in. And then for the exterior of the caddy, it's all through dovetails, and it's just just a lot of different stuff that went into it. That had to work good for the glue up. There's just a lot of like details into it that I'll go over in the video, and then I'll share with you guys. But just a lot of details went into this thing. I'm pretty proud of it. It was a fun build. Vicky says that let me see. Little Sambo, hey, what's going on, man? Hope you're having a good. What's the time over there? Like 1 in the morning? You're over in the UK, aren't you? Am I gonna sell it? I don't know. I don't think so. I think this one's gonna be for my wife. I'll probably make more of them though if anybody's interested. And I don't even know what I'd sell it for, to be honest with you, because there's really fine woods in there and a lot of details, so I don't really know. Maybe you guys can give me some ideas. Vicky says my favorite of the ones I've seen, the curvy inlay is what sold me. Well, yeah, I appreciate that. That was a lot of detail in itself. I had to mortise out the center, get it real dialed in. I didn't go too deep with my mortise, but enough to like really lock it in. And you and Josh and others know, when you get to really fine detailed projects like this, everything's really cut to fit, so you have to really customize everything. And sometimes things don't fit initially, and they end up fitting, and then sometimes they fit, like, because when I do everything, I like to do a dry fit with everything I do, and then that sets me up better for the final product. But sometimes you do like a dry run, and then you'll kind of get done with the day, and then go to the next day, and then go to dry fit it again, and like, damn, something's changed, so there's always something, but it's fun. I like the challenge. And the drawer for the cheese and whatever you want to put in there, like the caps or the bottle opener and chocolate or whatever. Josh says, me too, lots of time invested in that build. So many glue ups, took almost a week waiting for glue to dry between cuts. Yeah, man, it's Josh, there's a lot of stuff that goes into a project, especially when it has layers of detail. Little Sambo says, I'm in Germany and it's 1 in the morning. I remember you saying that. I remember you saying you were in the UK somewhere. So that's cool, man. I appreciate you joining me. I have to apologize again for I scheduled the live, and I scheduled it on YouTube at 4 in the morning. I thought I hit 4 p.m., but I didn't. So I'm really glad that you guys caught that. And then on my social media accounts and the Bearded Viking Facebook group, I put the PM. So that's probably why some of you know. But I'm glad that you're on, so that you got the notification that I'm going live. So it's nice that you guys are able to join me. Josh says, hey, Sambo, Kraut by Heritage here. Yeah, it's nice for you all to join me. I'm once again, I'm sorry for the mess up on the time, but we're here, right? Hopefully everyone's having a good morning, late night, day, whatever it may be. I'm looking forward to seeing your wine caddy, Josh. I'm sure it's pretty gonna be pretty badass. Yeah, Vicky says mistakes are part of the learning process. Yes, they are. They're only mistakes if you let them become mistakes, you know. And if there is mistakes or hurdles or things like that, you just got to kind of roll with them, and that's the beauty of woodworking, is that you can have a design change, or just kind of roll with the punches and see what you can do. You got to treat it as if it's like, okay, that didn't work out, I'm going to try this. If that doesn't work out, okay, I'm going to try this. You just got to keep going, you know. Josh says, planning the layout was intense. I agree. Did mine with dowels and dowel fastening. Precision layout was crucial, but worked out well. Yeah, same thing with mine. There was, you know, like my exterior, there was a dadoed groove all the way around for the bottom panel to lock in, and then for the top panel I had to rabbet out the top so that I could lock the top panel in of it. And then I decided to add a layer of Purple Heart over the top that was dadoed out and rabbeted out to lock in, and excuse me, and then these side posts right here, they were dadoed into the actual sides of the exterior box themselves. So it was just a lot of stuff, you know. Little Sambo, can I teach you something in German, bro? Yeah, sure. Teach away, my friend. Josh says, you didn't see it on the chat. Need to take better pics because the ring light didn't do it justice at all. I haven't seen it yet. I thought I didn't know. I was waiting for yours, but I haven't seen it on the chat at all. I haven't really. I've kind of gone in and out of the chat. I'll have to check it out. I'll definitely, when you post pictures, man, I'm definitely, if you don't mind, I'd like to share it on my community page on my YouTube channel here, and then on my Facebook and Instagram as well. I'll show some love to you, Josh, you know. You didn't see it on the chat? Vicky says, take a deep breath. Feeling a 60-letter word coming. Is that for me? Oh, a deep breath for German, huh? I don't know German, so I guess I'm going to learn. I guess we're all going to learn. Josh says it was a couple of hours ahead of yours. I'll have to check it out. Vicky says, yeah, I've studied German for 3 years. Nice. My brother studied German in high school. I did 3 years of Spanish in high school. And being in the construction field, it's helped me out in more ways than one. Be it understanding and like speaking. I'm not fluent by any stretch, but I have a good understanding. Vicky says the grammar nearly drove me insane. I bet it did. I'm sure little Sambo's coming up with something to say. Hopefully it's like hello or something easy. Little Sambo says, when you say, for example, Ich gehe heute in den Supermarkt in Kufen, that means like today I go to the grocery store and buy things. Nice. Little Sambo also says, wir kann durch van us. I don't know if I said that right, but it is what it is. At least I'm trying. Yeah. What's everybody else got going on today? What do you guys plan on doing tonight? I don't even know if Daniel's going live tonight. Josh says I'll probably do a short first, then a full length after. Was so rushed I didn't get the best footage of the build. Looking forward to yours as well. You know, Josh, I know he gave us a month, and he gave us, I needed the extra time, and I guess that could have gone against me, I guess, but he gave us extra time till the next day, which was nice. But I kind of set it up that way, and I think it was like 6 days out, or like I think 7 days out. I had my build plan and my layout and everything, how I wanted to have everything done. Pretty much like 85%, 90%. Like some of the stuff I did was like on the fly. Like I just added it to it because I just wanted to just kind of like you do, like just add that layer of just like surprise for myself and just for everybody else. But to be honest, I did that specifically because I wanted to see what I could do with a project like this in a short amount of time, with 6 days, and really put a really deep level of detail into the project and see if I could do it. I wanted to challenge myself as a builder, you know, and I'm very happy with how it turned out. I'm very happy with all the detail. I feel like I did a pretty good job, and I'm glad that people are liking it. So it's nice. It's nice that you can build these things and share it with people, and they just, you know, they like it too. So that's where I was at. I wanted it to be a real challenge for me. I didn't want to take a whole month to do it. I wanted to, you know, because I had other stuff going on too, but I told myself, hey, I'm gonna give myself probably like a week before the deadline and just have a good plan and then just go with it, you know? Lil Sambo says was not so bad. Hopefully that you're talking about my pronunciation. Vicky says, Ich habe als drei Jahren durch studiert, aber habe ich alles gegessen. Also, please forgive my syntax, spelling, and grammar mistakes. That was pretty complex. I probably butchered that right now. Little Sambo says, Vicky, not so bad. I can understand. Or Little Sambo said that. Vicky says, laugh out loud. Good. Laugh out. I know I butchered years. There's an H somewhere in there. Couldn't remember where to throw it. Oh, you could have fooled me. I would have known. Josh says, same here, bro. Deadlines can be awful, but bring out a lot of creativity. Made changes on mine along the way. Yeah, me too. I wanted to put like an element of like just, okay, you have your plan. You know, just you're doing your first project with Dovetails. This is my first project with Dovetails, and I feel like they came out pretty good, considering everything locked into place. Yeah, it was yeah. I definitely am happy with how it turned out. Little Sambo, but some words you can pretty good pronounce. Are you talking about me or Vicky? I'm pretty sure Vicky is a lot better than I am. I'm just a green person as far as that, you know. Ich habe means I have. Nice. Oh, well, I appreciate you saying that. It's nice to for those kind words. Thank you. You say habi. It's more like habu, habwow. Is that? Am I saying that right, Vicky? I'm trying. So he said he's gonna he said he's gonna has he done he hasn't done a video on the 2x4 challenge either. I didn't get involved in that one because I had other stuff going on, but he's probably gonna do the wine caddy video probably next month, huh? Considering. Vicky says laugh out loud. She also says good try. You know. It's like habe. Vicky says the 2x4 video is coming up this weekend. Nice. I'm looking forward to that. I didn't do that one. I think that was, yeah, that would have been. I had a little bit of ideas about it, about what I was gonna do with it, but I didn't do it. That one I skipped because I was doing so much. I think my cabinet stuff was really kind of taking most of my time. Yeah. Josh says, be in and out here shortly, filtering 3 32-gallon batches of wine today on second filter of last batch now. One more filter to go. Nice, man. That's cool. That's really cool. Yeah, I appreciate you coming. Appreciate you being here. Hopefully more people jump on. I'm showing 8, but only a few of them are on the chat, so hopefully they'll jump on in and say hello. Whoever you guys are, guys and girls are, just say hello. You know, stop on by. It doesn't hurt to say hello. I appreciate you being here. Hey, little Sambo. Good night, brother. I appreciate you being here. Hey, next time I'll schedule the live and I'll put the right time on so that you can get the proper, because it probably showed that I was supposed to go live this morning. So Vicky says I'm gonna go get some spray paint cans, gray, orange, white, green, and get started on some stacked 2x4 glued up pumpkins. Nice. I love the holidays. I like the holidays. Maybe I'll throw something together. I'm a big fan of Halloween. So I have some time. Maybe I can. I like to. For Halloween especially, I like to, when I decorate my front of my house, I like to build stuff, and I do it for Christmas too. But I like to build like wooden pumpkins and ghosts and things like that, and I paint them, and I just like to have fun with it. I know that they're not spectacular, which is okay, but I try to make them as cartoony and entertaining for people as much as I can. And then I like to, I kind of do two things during Halloween. So I'll give out candy. I'll sit on my front porch and I'll be dressed up, and I'll give out candy and I'll say hello and happy Halloween and things like that. I'm very much a big fan of doing that for Halloween. And then I'll take my girls out trick-or-treating throughout my neighborhood. And my neighborhood's pretty cool. There's a lot of people that give out candy, and my girls can feel like it's not quite a pillowcase full of candy, but it's a pretty good amount for 2 hours or 2.5 hours. So it's nice. It's a nice little mixture. Midwest Wood Creations, greetings, sir. I'm gonna have to check out your channel. Or you know what? I'll go subscribe to your channel right now. How about that? So I'm subscribed. Sassy Susan, What's going on? How you doing? Hey, did you do a wine caddy, Susan? I'm just curious. I don't know everybody who did wine caddies. Like, I wasn't even too sure if Josh did. I was wondering if Josh. He said he was gonna do one, but he said he had like some stuff that went on, so I wasn't too sure. And then like the chat, like it was like broken. I just would check in and it'd be like way down, so I wouldn't scroll back up and see if anybody submitted pictures. Vicky says, saw them in one of Daniel's early videos. Looks simple enough to make. Nice. Yeah. Vicky, I'm assuming Vicky said good night. And then Lil Sambo said a lot of good night and other stuff. Midwest Wood Creations. Hey, Midwest Wood Creations, what's your actual name so I know, brother? And then Midwest Wood Creation says, didn't even know about the 2x4 challenge. Yeah, he did a video on that, and he was I think now when he does challenges, they'll be more like kind of mainstream because the Facebook page is like really blowing up, and yeah, I think the next challenge after this caddy one, I'm sure whatever we decide on the lives and vote on, or I'm sure that there's going to be a lot. I'm sure the challenges will have more and more people that are going to sign up, which is cool. Andy, you were born on Halloween? That's cool, man. I was hoping my daughter would be a Halloween baby, but she was on the 26th of October, so we'll still celebrate Halloween, her birthday on Halloween, you know? Because that's how we do it, baby. Sash says, I did a 2x4 project. I did a carving. Nice. Did you make a video of that one, Sassy? I remember you doing was it the carving? You did a couple carving videos, from what I remember. Vicky says, I love calling the parents over to the door and give them chips as well. Nice. Josh says, 2x4 challenge was a blast. Was a couple months ago. Did mine on the lathe video on my channel. Yeah, that dude. Those videos, Josh, man. I was actually supposed to go to IdeaWorks this last Saturday, and I didn't get to make it out there to use the lathe, but soon I'll get out there. Sassy says, Ryan, I really love your wine caddy. I didn't make this challenge. A lot going on and haven't made it to my shop in a couple of weeks. I feel you on that one, Sassy. Like, yeah, it's the 2x4 challenge was a mixture of things. Like for me, like I don't know if you noticed, but I probably went like probably a month without making a video. I did like a few shorts, but like I didn't any long form videos. Wasn't really making because they're just everything to do with all my cabinets is just so detailed of work, you know, like everything was mortise and tenon. Everything was like the center panels were all rabbited out to lock in. It's just a lot of detail, and it takes time, you know. But yeah, point being, the same as you, I didn't shoot a video for a while, and then I didn't get to do the 2x4 challenge. But I said to myself, man, I have a little bit of time now, so I'm gonna do this wine caddy, and I really went for it. And I appreciate you the love that you like my wine caddy. Susan says, Josh, I really loved your 2x4 project. They look ceramic. Yeah, they look unreal. Midwest Wood Creation says channel is up and coming. Midwest Wood Creation says, yeah, brother. Did you throw out your name? I didn't even see if your name was on there. Maybe you'll say your name. Vicky says, for sure you celebrate the whole month. Yeah, I mean, yes and no. Like we watch like movies, like we'll watch like Halloween movies every night and make cookies. And my wife and my daughters, they're big into baking, so I'm all for that. I like cookies, you know. Man, I like candy too. You don't get me started with some chocolate. My wife bought some chocolate last night. We went out to eat, and then we went to the store because we needed a few things, and she got like these Hershey's with almonds. They're called Nuggets or something like that. And I was like just sitting on the couch, and I was just like eating like a bunch of them, and she was just laughing at me. She's like, "Do I have any left today?" Josh says, "Thanks, Sassy. I'm definitely gonna make more with hardwood." Yeah, you got all that wood, Josh. You better use that, brother. Sassy says it was the first carving video hubby made an appearance. I remember that one. Vicky says stepping away from the keyboard but still listening. Well, I appreciate you being here. Yeah, we'll be here so you can listen. Josh says Midwest. Where are you at? Central Wisconsin here. Who you directing that towards? I'm in. You know where I'm at. I'm in Clovis. Josh says, Sassy loved that carving, but my dirty mind kept seeing something not intended. Oh my gosh. Yeah, name is useful. DW, well, nice to officially meet you, DW. I appreciate you being here. Sassy laughs. I'm not sure what you guys are referring to, but I'm sure it's funny, regardless. So what else is happening today? How's everybody's evening going? What's going on? We got anything interesting going on? Any up and coming projects? I know Vicky said she's got some projects coming up for Halloween, and I know we just finished up this wine caddy stuff as far as Josh is concerned, and a bunch of other people. But I'm sure that the next thing's on the horizon for me. I think that I'm not too sure what I'm going to build next. I'm going to have to think about it. It's probably going to be something detailed like this wine caddy. Josh says there was a shape in her carving that just looked like a certain part of the... I got you now. Susan says, I've been trying to think of some fall decor. She also says, oh, I got to go back and look. Josh, laugh out loud. DW says, from Easter, I'm sure he meant Eastern Central IA, Cedar Rapids area, currently in Phoenix, Arizona, but when I retire next year and do woodworking full time, we are going back to Iowa. Same area, probably. Nice. That's cool. I bet you're looking forward to that, DW. I'm sure you're looking forward to kind of switching gears, you know. Woodworking's fun, and I'm sure you'll get to have a lot of fun with it. What's up, Richard? Richard is Moyoc Scorpion Woodworks. He said, hey, Rockets, hope you had an amazing day. My daughter and my wife are watching me in the background on my live, and my daughter's waving at me. Hey. Vicky's back. Vicky says project number 1 is finishing my son's little 2x4 step stool. Yep, still not finished my 2x4 challenge. Laugh out loud. Then finish reading the table saw manual, and then practice doing a few cuts. You know, Vicky, I love that. I love what you just said. I love that. I really do love that. I'm a detail person, and I love the fact that you are reading your manual, because I do the same thing, and I keep my manuals in one of my cabinet cabinets over here, I have all my manuals to all my tools. I look over them, and if I just forget something or need a refresher, or like, you know, I have a certain scenario that I'm kind of posed with a challenge that I might need to like open my mind a little bit. It's always great to just be able to have the literature right at your fingertips, and you just be able to read it. You know. Oh, I want to do I'm going to give a shout out to this book right here. Now I've already read this whole book a few times, but this book, if any of you are like I know a lot of you are woodworkers, but if any of you are looking for a book to read about on woodworking and just detailed about like tools and hand tools and just projects, one second, I'll show you this right now. Now I love to read. I like to read. I'm a huge fan. So this book right here is amazing. I'll put the link in my on my community page if anybody's interested, and I'll take a picture of the book itself, front and back, and so it'll show the slide. But it's called Woodworking: The Complete Step-by-Step Manual, Tools, Techniques, Woods, and Projects, previously published as Woodwork. And I got this on Amazon a few years back, and this book is amazing. It really goes into detail, and I'll show it real close so you could see. This book is amazing. I'm gonna get back to the chat now. Sorry, I really wanted to share with you guys and gals that book has been amazing for me, and I've read it a few times. It's just as with any book, you could just refer back to it and just, you know, woodworking, you're always searching for like stuff. Vicky says, then it's gonna be kitchen cabinets. Nice. Hey, if you need any help, I know you've asked Daniel, but if you need any help with anything cabinet related, you can definitely hit me up and ask me questions and stuff. I love cabinets. I love the intricate part of them. Richard says, awesome. Susan says, Josh, oh my God, I see it now. Laugh my ass off. Laugh my ass off. Can't unsee it either. Can't unsee it, baby. Vicky says, I have my late dad to thank for that. He would sit down and read through the manual of everything that entered the house, even the coffee machine, despite him hating coffee. Yeah, it's good to know. It's good to... Knowledge really is a beautiful thing, and your mind really is a beautiful thing, and it's a shame to waste, you know, like it's so nice to be able to just... YouTube's a beautiful thing, like just to learn stuff visually and whatnot, but books are beautiful too. You can just put your feet back and just like you just dive into a book, be it 5 pages, be it 50 pages. You just like, it's just a wonderful thing. I love to read and learn. Josh says, Vicky, take lots of measurements of stuff you want to put in your cabinets before building, customized to your needs. Yeah, that's very true, Josh. Vicky says, heart. Josh says, sassy, laugh emojis. Vicky says, I'll be needing help on how to figure out the drawer width already. I already got the slides from a coworker who had ordered extras. Are you doing undermount or are you doing side mounts for your drawer slides? Susan says, I think I have something similar on my Kindle. Nice. DW says, you are right about woodworking. Started back in high school, 1980 grad. Back when they really had shop. Yeah. Has kept me sane for 25 years of law enforcement, aerospace engineer for 15 before. Wow, that's pretty awesome. Congratulations to you, sir. Those are both 2 careers that are definitely commendable. Side mount, huh? Yeah, those are a little bit different. You'll have fun with those. I prefer. I mean, I've done a lot of side mount stuff, but I like undermount drawer slides they're just they're nice. Side mounts are nice too. Hey, what's up, Ray? You made it. You've been doing some good videos, Ray. I'm digging them, man. I've been really digging them. Keep pumping them out. Well, yeah, I'm sure. Even if they were cheap, they're probably going to work okay, right? You just got to have all the hardware with them, you know. Ray says thanks. You're welcome. Okay, so I'll ask, and maybe whoever wants to chime in. I mean, obviously, I'm making a video. I have to edit my video, and I'll show my wine caddy build. But what would you guys and gals like to see me build next? And don't be afraid. You can throw something out there that is just crazy, and maybe I can make it happen. I love to do challenges. I love to. It doesn't even have to be a challenge as far as like whatever. It just be something that you guys and gals would love to see. That you would be very entertaining to you, and maybe I can learn and we can learn together. So if you have any ideas, throw them out there. I'd love to hear them. Josh says, bless you, Midwest. Blue backer here. Lots of friends and family on Force. Nice. Vicky says, oh, totally. I meant they were cheap because he had extras he wanted to get rid of. Oh, that's a good idea. Vicky says, how old is your little one? She's 9 months old. My wife has already talked to me about building a little kitchen for her. That'd be cool. I would definitely be open to do that. I'd actually, that'd be pretty cool to make a video too, as well. That's a good idea, Vicky. I'm gonna write that down. Let's see. Thanks, Vicky. Anybody else? Anybody else got some ideas that they'd like to see? You know? Anything you'd like to see. I have a few videos. Hey, May. I have a few videos that I'm going to do. They kind of, I guess they kind of sort of can go with woodworking, I guess you could say. But I'm going to do a couple how-to videos on like one I want to do on the 3, 4, 5 right triangle, and you can just, and I'll go into explanation about that. It's a really good layout tool that a carpenter uses. And then I also want to do a 27, or is it 28 and 5/8 and a 57 and 5/16 radius. And I will be teaching you how to do those if you've never done them before. And it's a really good way of how to, just another take on how to lay out something like, I don't know, for instance, like the way I was taught, like say you're building like a bed frame, like a part of a bed, and the headboard, and it's like a real detailed headboard, like a mortise and tenon. I like to snap out all my lines on the ground, and get all my dimensions, and then have my layout on the ground, and then I like to fit to the ground from my build. That's just how I do stuff sometimes. So those two methods are really important for like stuff like that. That, and I'd also like to show too how to lay out an octagon with the octagon square scale from a framing square. That's pretty cool, the method that's used there. You could lay out a really nice, octagon on the ground or on a piece of wood or whatever. Make a nice template Josh says, and make her some pots and pans on the lathe. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's a good idea. Vicky says they have little pumps you can put for the tap of the sink connected with the water jug underneath. That's cool. Vicky says I may already have a design sketched up. We'll bring it on. Send it to me. All right, DW. Thanks for joining. It's been a pleasure. Have a good evening. That's gonna have to be coming up. I'm gonna have to. Maybe I'll go. Maybe Vicky can design it. Maybe you could design it, Vicky, and I'll build it. That'd be kind of fun. I have nothing. It'd be just like you give me just the build plan, and then I'll do it. I think that'd be pretty fun, pretty interesting. Hopefully it would be interesting for Vicky too. Hey, Robert G, what's up, man? How you doing? I'm glad you could join us. I'm thanking God for these cooler days. That's nice. God knows it's gonna be getting a little hotter and a little colder, and then we got some weird weather here. I mean, in California it's okay, but sometimes it gets a little excessive. Oh, Vicky's on board for. Awesome, I love it. I'm looking forward to that. Take your time. Like, give me a challenge. Just make it really hard, and I'll do it. I want to have fun too. Richard says, "Gotta run, bro. Have a golf lesson to teach. Have an awesome night, bro." You too, Richard. Thanks, brother. Love you, man. And that's cool. You teaching golf. I like golf. Robert G just finished up my miter spline jig. Nice. Vicky says we're cooking here, close to 100 degrees again. Wow, it was cooking here for a while, and during the day it's like it's really weird right now. Like, usually the peak of the day is like around 4 or 5 here in California, but it's been like you'll hit like 11 or 11 o'clock or noon, and that's like, it feels like it's the hottest part of the day. It's kind of strange. Vicky also says, and zero wind and high humidity. Oh, high humidity is like bleh. Like Florida's got crazy humidity. Georgia. I remember when I went to Minnesota for a month, way back when. My dad, he's from Minnesota, and I took my aunt back there. My aunt and I went on a trip back there because she was moving, and we went to a Blue Angels show, which was pretty cool. But it was like the middle of the summer, like May, maybe, yeah, and more like beginning of summer, I'd say. But it wasn't like super hot, but it was so humid. I was like, wow, I did not expect this in Minnesota of all places. It was different. It was like a real dry heat, which I'm used to. I work outside, so I'm used to the heat, but like when you add the extra humidity, it's just different. But I will say about Minnesota that when we went to the lakes, man, they were beautiful. I went to a bunch of lakes there, and when you get on those lakes, they're nice, and they had like a lot of sandbars. A lot of their lakes have a lot of sandbars in them. It was pretty cool. I'm sure Josh encounters that being in Wisconsin. So, but and I know you said Wisconsin has more lakes. I'm sure they might have more lakes. Yeah. So I'm assuming they have the same type of lakes as Minnesota, which are beautiful. Robert G says humid here in West Virginia too. Yeah. Humidity is terrible. Not so humid here, but humidity makes things a lot worse. Vicky says, I'm right in the middle of the Great Lakes. Nice. Ray says 90 degrees here in good old Ohio, and the humidity was 85%. I just about had a fat attack. Vicky says draw a triangle with the lakes and point to the middle. I'm there. Nice. What's up, Big Mex? What's up, brother? Big Mex says it's very hot and muggy in Northwest Ohio. I've never been to Ohio, but I'm sure it is. Josh says, same here, Big Mex. Humidity is like a second skin. Yeah. I'm sure you get the same. I mean, I felt the Minnesota humidity, so I'm going to assume that Wisconsin has the similar humidity. Vicky says, no, not nice. Air soup all day long. Yeah, I'm not down for the air soup. I like soup, though. I like minestrone soup and albondigas. Just checking my time on there. I'm really enjoying these lives. They're real fun. I hope you guys and girls enjoy them too. Vicky says, I like soup. I don't like breathing in the soup. For sure. I wouldn't like breathing in the soup either. We will be here. Hopefully all of us will be here. I'll be here. I'm probably going to be on for another 45 minutes, I'm sure. Josh says, be right back. He's got to go change some filters. We'll be here, Josh. Have fun. Anybody have any recommendations for these lives? Something that they'd like to see? Like something they'd like to see me do or make it a part of these lives? Like that's something special for everybody? I know Daniel has his certain things that he does with his lives that are very interesting. I don't know if T Junior in his lives, I think he's pretty much his lives are a lot like mine, where he's just kind of like talking about stuff and just hanging out. Yeah, just maybe some ideas of how I can make this more interesting or different. You know, like just having fun first and foremost, and just hanging out with everybody, but maybe just making it different than other lives. Robert G says West Virginia has a map too. Hold out left hand, stick out thumb, and middle finger. Others closed. Look at the back of the hand. I'm located about middle of hand or slightly lower left. Big Mac says my crosscut sled is not moving easy on my table saw today. Bad. Too hot. Paste wax, brother. Paste wax. Paste wax for those slots. And those slots, I don't know what your crosscut sled looks like, but generally when your slots are like made of wood, during the different seasons they'll fluctuate and whatnot, and that's why people buy those, like I think they're polyurethane or something like that. They're like the strips, and those don't really inflate or fluctuate at all. Sassy says, truck and call, love y'all. Love you too. Vicky says, tool setup, tool maintenance, cleaning, checking for squares, fine tuning, etc. So that's what you'd like to see? I could do stuff like that. Let me see. I got one. There's just a tip right here. You guys looking? This isn't woodworking related. It's kind of like just building related. What is that diamond right there? What are those diamonds? Let's see who knows. So bust out your tapes and tell me what those diamonds are. Ray says, I like Vicky's idea. Well, there you go. Vicky says, see you, Sassy. That's kind of sort of like that. Stud marks for what? What kind of studs? Not necessarily studs. What are they? And hey, Oscar, how you doing? Nice to have you on the live. Any takers? I'll give another 20 seconds. You guys are kind of sort of on topic, on mark. Vicky says, except if you are in an old house, it means nothing. It has to do with framing, yes, but what type of framing? Wall studs, not necessarily. No, keep going. I'll give you 15 more seconds. All right, everybody ready? Okay. So those marks, 16 Oscar, 16 inches is for stud layout, yes. But this isn't for stud layout. It has to do with building for a house, though. So these marks right here, this mark right here, that is on 19 and 3/16, this mark right here is for when you are building your rafters. Okay, so within an 8-foot run for a load-bearing roof, that is going to be for a weather roof. These are for weather style layout of roofs. What this is this measurement right here. So say you were to go a stud every 2-foot layout, you'd only get 4 studs within an 8-foot run. Okay, what this does is this 19 and 3/16 spanned over for your center of each of your studs. You'll get 1 extra stud per 8-foot run for a weather rated roof for more strength for snow and things like that. So that's what that's for. That's what that layout's for. So if you bring out your tape, there's a diamond there, 19 3/16. The next one is at a little bit stronger than 38 and 3/8. And then the next one is at 6 foot and a fuzz under 13/16, 6'4" and a fuzz under 13/16. And then the last one is obviously going to be where it's at. So that gets you an extra rafter within that 8-foot run. What's up, Beth? How you doing? Load bearing, yes, load bearing. So load bearing is like weatherproof, like basically a weather layout for a roof. Instead of 24 inches on center, it's 19 and 3/16 on center. Load bearing. How's your day going, Beth? Hey, how's your day going, Oscar? Tell us about yourself. Where are you from? How long you been woodworking for? Hey, I liked your wine caddy, Beth. That was nice. I'm glad you caught. Hey, Beth, I'm glad you caught me in time too, because I was telling everybody else earlier. It's funny because on the YouTube, on the schedule, I had it for 4 a.m. But luckily for me, on the social media, on Facebook and Instagram, I put 4 p.m., which is when I like to go. I normally like to go at 4 p.m. because it kind of gives people a little bit of time that, live in the different parts of the United States and whatnot. Obviously, there's a few members here that live in the UK, and I appreciate their support because it's like really early in the morning, like 1 or 2 in the morning. So it's cool that you guys could join me, guys and gals. But yeah. Barely popped up. Okay, so Oscar Smith says, Northeast Arkansas, been woodworking for 20 years or so. Nice. It's a pleasure to officially meet you. If you don't know, my name is Ryan, and this is 77 Rockets Woodworking. That's my woodworking channel. But my name's Ryan, and it's a pleasure to meet you. And I've been a carpenter for 12 years, and I've been woodworking for like 5, I'd say. So who was your inspiration to get into woodworking, Oscar? Did you just kind of like fall upon it, or just anybody influence you, or anything in particular influence you into getting into woodworking? Maybe others can elaborate too. What got you into woodworking? Like what like really, got you just wanting to do it and wanting to learn? It's a pleasure to meet you, Oscar. I'm thank you so much for joining me and taking time out of your evening or whatever. I don't know what time is it where you're at, like what's it, like 7 where you're at, 8 o'clock maybe? You need like 2 hours difference, right? Anyways, thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. It's nice that people join me and take time out of their day just to hang out, which is cool. Vicky says, I had a need to replace brass and glass coffee and side tables with something baby safe and couldn't find something the right size, so I made it. Nice. Real nice. Do you have any pictures? I want to see. You should put them up on the page. I'm gonna have to request you on Facebook, Vicky. Coming soon, friend request. Also says, yeah. Ray says, Norm, New Yankee Woodworking. Yeah, New Yankee Workshop was awesome. That was a great show. Vicky says, yeah, they're on the BV group. Nice. Vicky says, go ahead. Okay, I will. I will. Let me get out of here. Big Mac says, I was poor and I had to learn a lot of things to keep going, and I have a lot of kids, laugh aloud, so learning to build and see what is possible, I just loved it. Man, that's like, that's how my grandpa was. My grandpa was, his family was originally from Italy. They were immigrants, and I'm just telling you his story. Very similar, like they had a lot of kids and they didn't have a lot of money growing up, and my grandpa just wanted to learn everything he could, and he became a pretty good builder around this area. So that kind of reminded me of him. That's pretty cool. Nice. You followed me over from Bearded Viking. Yep. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. We have a good community over there. Daniel's definitely doing things, breaking walls down, man. Like, I follow a lot of, I've searched the web and follow a lot of woodworkers across the world, and none of them do anything quite like what he does, which is like, obviously, like, woodworking is going to be woodworking and people are going to be creative and things like that, but as far as like just the community and him being connected with everybody and really just sharing who he is and letting others share who they are, and it's a wonderful thing, and it's nice to be able to have something that he's doing that you could kind of model your own thing after a little bit and kind of run with your own concepts, like me. That's what I'm doing. This is fun. I've been wanting to do lives for a while, and this is obviously my 4th live, and They've just been nothing but fun. It's nice. It's just a pleasure to just have everybody join me, you know. Obviously, if you subscribe to my channel, you see my videos and you know, projects that I do and stuff that I do, and you get to know me just a little bit, like through voiceover and talking in my videos. But really, I feel like this is even better because I get to really like show who I am as a person, and you get to see me. So I don't know. I feel like adding this live into the mix has just made YouTube and just like everything that's associated with this a lot more fun for me. Hopefully for you too. Nice, Vicky. Thank you. That's, yeah. Vicky says, I want to say I am super thankful for how supportive my husband is. That's awesome. My wife is supportive too. You know, she's like she's so supportive, and that was one of the things, like when I was building this wine caddy, that was, you know, I've built a lot of things, but like this, I wanted this thing not just as far as like just testing myself as a woodworker, but I really wanted to make, because we both like wine, both of us, her and I, and yeah, I wanted to make this for her and make it something special for her. So, and she really likes it. She saw it and she was just like, I love it, you know. So it just makes me feel good that I can, you know, just building something for her that it was special to me, you know. And I got to share it with everybody on a broader scale. And you're gonna see more of a broader scale when I release my video, which will be in the next few days. Oscar says, I started woodworking on a bet. Been doing it ever since. Well, damn, did you lose a bet or did you win the bet? Because either way, you won, man, because woodworking's fun. And 25 years, I mean, it's obvious that you like it and you enjoy doing it. Vicky says, I suspect I have undiagnosed ADHD and often go nuts, hyper-focused on a new hobby, and then I drop it. So when I got the woodworking bug, he could have rolled his eyes, but no, he supported me. That's awesome. That's great. That makes it extra special. Ray says, turn the music on, turn the saws on, and escape this crazy world for a while. That's what I do. Laugh out loud. Oh, check this out. These are crazy. Check these out. I'll show you right now. So I follow this skateboard. He's like I don't remember his name, but he was wearing these glasses. And I usually use my Bluetooth speaker, but sometimes, like if it's like late at night and whoever's doing woodworking late at night or they don't want to make a lot of noise and they need that extra motivation, like with their music, these are Bluetooth sunglasses. Yes, Bluetooth sunglasses, and they have a speaker built in each side of the glasses, the base right here, and they have a Bluetooth built in that could link up to your phone or your iPad or anything, and you can play your music. And it's not bad. It's very clear. The sound is good. Like the volume is not bad. Like and it's just like it's cool because it's not in your ear like a earbud or ear pod or whatever they're called. I don't like those. I don't like to put those in my ear. I'll usually listen to music like on my my little boom box, but these are cool. I didn't get the JBL ones like the guy because they were like crazy expensive, but these ones right here on Amazon, I think these were like $25, and they are pretty damn cool, and they're polarized. And they come with 2 sets of interchangeable lenses, which is cool. I thought that was really cool. Let's try them on. See? Not bad, huh? And little power gauges right here, and it tells you Bluetooth on, or pairing or whatever. Anyways, really cool though. Big Mac says, my wife is very supportive as long as I don't ask her to help. That's good, man. At least she's supportive though. Beth says, laugh out loud, Big Max. Big Max laughs. Biggie says, laugh out loud, Big Max, same. He will help if something is too heavy and awkward to move by myself, but beyond that, I'm on my own with the woodworking. Well, at least he's supportive. Some people don't have such supportive people, which is not ideal, but hey, that's good you do. Oscar says, one of my buddies bet I could not make my own table. Well, he bet the wrong guy, huh? Vicky says, Oscar, that's awesome. You showed them and you got a table. Yeah. You're back, Josh. Final filters in place. What'd you miss? You missed a whole bunch of stuff. I'm trying to go over. I don't know if you did. I think you did catch the concept of what everybody thinks I should build next. I think you got that. We've just been talking about ourselves, about our woodworking journeys, like what inspired you to start woodworking, and you know, just whatever it was. Just how did you get the woodworking bug? And then I just showed these. I showed these fancy glasses for those of you who's these are Bluetooth sunglasses, and they got built-in speakers, Josh, and they play pretty good. They're pretty awesome. They don't hurt your ears. Nobody else can hear it but you. So like I said, for like late night woodworking, they're pretty awesome, in my opinion. Yeah, man, you missed my pink bikini. Josh says, I heard a little bit, but not much. Yeah, we're just hanging out. Yeah, lawn mowing glasses, man. There you go, baby. Hey, and these were, Josh, these like I was telling him, this guy, this skater that I follow, he has the JBL ones, which are like almost $200. These are $25 on Amazon, and they're polarized, and they're Bluetooth. They have two Bluetooth speakers, one in each base, and they come with 2 extra shades, which are polarized, replaceable shades, or lenses rather. I think that's pretty good. I mean, they're not a sponsor or anything like that. They are just pretty damn cool. They're lawn mowing glasses, my friend. Yes, indeed. Yeah, JBL's pretty expensive. JBL's overpriced, I agree. Anchor, Soundcore, just as good for the fraction of the price. Yeah. Costco sells, we have this little boom box, and it's got wheels on it. You can pull it. It's got like a little like suitcase handle. And that thing was like, I think that thing was $100 at Costco, and it's legit. You could like charge your phone and all kinds of stuff on it. It's got a bottle opener for your beer or whatever, or soda pop, and it's got a little compartment in it. It's pretty loud. It's pretty nice. Good quality. I think I bought it like 2 or 3 years ago, and it's still going strong. And the cool thing is it's mobile. Yeah, dude, jam out where you're fishing, brother. You got to get some. They're cool. It's not overwhelming, the sound. It's just like, you know, you're just kind of hanging out. That's what fishing is. It's just peaceful. And then to add like music like that a little bit, it's just even better. We got some Burger King before the live, and they have like this one of the sandwich that I got. The sandwich that I got, it's kind of like a double Western bacon cheeseburger from Carl's, but it was like loaded with like mayonnaise. You know, I'm not really a picky guy, but man, it was like they just jammed that mayonnaise in there. You know, I was like, oh shit. Vicky says, I absolutely hate stuff that goes inside the ear. Definitely going to check these out. Yeah, Vicky, I'm the same way. Like, I think that I stopped wearing headphones of any kind probably like 5, 6 years ago. I just, You know, like I used to, when I'd go to the gym before, I'd put them in, and I just like I stopped doing it. And then when I'd be running and things like that, or like hitting the bag or jump roping, I'd think about it to myself, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go without music and without earphones, and just I should be able to motivate myself. And then when I decide to go back to the music without headphones, you know, then it'll be like even more. I feel like it'll be more rewarding hearing the music itself. But no headphones for me either. I bought my wife a pair of the ISO-tunes, and they actually sound pretty good. I didn't try them, but she says they're pretty good. But I won't wear them because I'm you know, these glasses are perfect for me. You should definitely check them out. And for the price, you know, the only thing I'll say is that and they're rechargeable. I forgot to say that. They plug them in, they recharge. I think the battery life on them is not a long time, but I mean, you know, it's, if that's the only drawback, then that's the only drawback. I think the battery life isn't that much. It's like 5-6 hours, but maybe 8 hours, but still, that's not bad for $25, I feel. And we'll see how long they last. If they don't last, then at least I know that, you know, I tried them out, and then maybe I'll try something else or whatever. Oscar says, shop time has become a must after work. My wife will run me out of the house and tell me to go build something. That's an awesome wife. Big Mac says, I don't have neighbors, so I just jam at night, and my house isn't too close, so I love it. That's awesome. I hope that's someday for me. I'd like to eventually have some land and a bigger shop, you know. I'm a tool junkie, you know, so like having a shop like with everything will be someday. Someday I will. Someday I'll have my own sawmill and everything, but everything comes in time, you know. You just got to enjoy the ride, enjoy the journey, and, you know, and growing yourself and with others, and sharing it with them. So hopefully you guys will get to enjoy this journey with me. Josh says, oh, you're so PC, soda pop. Not one of the other where people look at your cross-eyed, put them together, and everybody understands. I have so many stories about those terms when traveling. Vicky says, I don't mind big gamer headphones that cover the ears, wireless. Those are nice too. 3M actually makes some good earphones that you could play music on, and they're supposed to be pretty good. They got a damn good sander too, so I've seen. It's kind of expensive though. But who am I to say that? I mean, I like Festool, so someday I'll probably end up buying a damn Rotex. Even though I do like the Bosch 6. Robert G says, back in the day I had to have music in the weight room. Me too. I think that was all of us. I felt like not just running and hitting the bag and jump roping, but like, so for those of you who don't know, I competed in strongman for like almost 10 years. And then I was set to compete one last time, and in my training I was flipping a really big tractor tire, and I tore my left bicep off the bone, and I had surgery. I've always been real active, you know, like I like to do stuff. And I figured, okay, instead that was going to be my last strongman show. It's been fun, you know. That's what it's always about, is fun and just meeting people. And I just decided I'm going to switch gears, and I'm going to do martial arts. So from then on, I'd done tons different styles of martial arts. Point being, to Robert's point, is when I used to train in the weight room, I used to wear headphones. Well, you can't wear headphones when you're hitting the bag or like doing jiu-jitsu or wrestling. Like, it just doesn't work out that way. So you got to kind of get used to just not training with music. So I got used to not training with music. And then I just didn't want headphones anymore, because I felt like they're a distraction and they hurt my ears a lot. So, you know, that's where I like, you know, pocket speakers and now these sunglasses, so it's very refreshing, something new. What's up, Kat? Glad you could join us. Kat's in the house. Say hello. Say hello. Oscar says, Vic, that is what I use. Robert G says, I didn't want to hear the little punks, so it was wireless earbuds. There you go. Yeah, some gym people are kind of crazy, man. I guess it's like that everywhere, though. You know. Ray says, hey, Kat. What's up, Juan? How you doing, brother? We're just hanging out, man. Glad you could join. Rough around the edges. That's Juan, by the way. For those of you who don't know. Hope you had a good day, man. Robert G says, hi, Kat. Oscar says, noise-canceling headphones with Bluetooth. Yeah, those are nice. I like the noise-canceling ones. They're like the earmuff ones. Those are the ones. If I was ever to wear, like, no earbuds for me. That's too crazy. Kat says, Ray and Sandy, Robert, Juan, love. Juan says, hey, Kat. Josh, everybody says hello. The kitty's in the house, man. The kitty's in the house. Let me get the kitty. Willow's in the house. Come here. Say hello to Willow. This is my shop cat. Yeah, Willow's my shop cat. She's my daughter's cat, but she's basically my cat too. She comes out here and when I'm working, and she's always out here hanging out with me. So I didn't go live, Kat. I didn't. So what I was explaining to people earlier is that when I scheduled my live on the YouTube, on the option to put for PM, I put AM. And I barely noticed that right before I was going to go live because I set up everything. So I looked at it and I was like, oh man, I wonder if that's going to mess things up. So, luckily I had put it on my community page, and then I had put it on my social media outlets so people could see. But yeah, I goofed on the time. Kat says, hello, Willow. Yeah, it was an AM PM FUBAR. Yeah, I didn't even notice. I didn't even notice. I just, it is what it is. I'll just have to pay attention more next time. I think it was like nighttime when I did it. I was like kind of tired and stuff. So anyway, Robert G says, one time there were 3 people in there, a powerlifter, myself, and a young guy who was kind of built, was loud and dropping dumbbells after shrug set. Powerlifter told him no need to do that. Robert G, impressing anyone in here? Yeah. Yeah, it's the gym can be an interesting thing. I actually used to be at the beginning stages of my construction career. I actually was I used to have classes at a gym, at a martial arts gym, and I ran the strength and conditioning stuff and the HIIT classes and things like that. So yeah. Anyways, what I'm getting at is that those types of gyms are nice, and the weights that I have, I like bumper weights. Not so I could slam stuff, but I've always been like into, power cleans, real explosive stuff. Like, there's just more opportunity with bumper plates, I feel. Not as much clanging, not as much, you can't injure yourself as easy, But yeah, I feel like the gym doesn't have to be like, you don't have to like be so like macho. We're all going to the gym just to get better, hopefully, Vicky says, oh, the grunting. I have a story. Yeah, I there's been some like, it's crazy, like, I guess I kind of can understand if you're like lifting something extremely heavy, like there's, in some cases like a grunt will be okay, but like when there's just like constant, it's kind of like, Juan says, had a stomach thing today, didn't go to work, but got into the garage today and started throwing stuff out and cut the grass. The morning I was not good. Well, I'm glad you're feeling better, man. I'm glad you're feeling better, Juan. Yeah. Probably like a month ago, man, I think it was my Cabinet 4 series video. I was like sicker than a dog that video that whole week. And I just was like, I just felt like tar. I don't even know if you could tell in the videos, but like the video itself, but I was like not feeling it at all. But it's good. Point being, it's good that you're out there and you got out there and did some stuff. No, they're not coming back. Vicky says there was this guy, pretty buff, on the leg press, and he was grunting so obnoxiously. Once he was done, chubby me moved up, added 2 more plates each side, did my warm-up, added 2 more plates. Dang! You're my hero! Kat says, hope you're feeling better, Juan. Me too, brother. I hope you're feeling better. Robert G says, laugh out loud, Vicky. Josh said, too old for that now. My disc and joint scream, don't you effing dare. Hey, man, I have my days too. I'm pretty beat up too. I mean, luckily I'm still fairly young, almost 40, but yeah. Kat says, laugh loud, get it, Vicky. Yeah, get it, Vic. Juan says, I can walk around my garage now. It feels good getting stuff done. Yeah, man. It's nice. Like even if you're having an off day or not feeling good, it's nice just to at least get like 1 or 2 things in, and that can kind of just change things around for you. You know, some days aren't going to be perfect, and it's just nice to. For me, if I'm not feeling good, it's nice just to get out here and just like, God, just be in the shop itself, and then it kind of just like comes to you, you know. Vicky says, guy never came back for round 2. Well, obviously, he gave him the knockout punch. Oscar says, what brand of air filtration do you use for your shop? I use the Win 1300 CFM. It's pretty good. It keeps up with all my tools that I have. I have a 5 horsepower Grizzly cabinet table saw. I have a big joiner from Delta. I have my bandsaw is a big 2 horsepower 17-inch bandsaw. It keeps up pretty good. I only have 1 hose. It has 2 ports, but I only have 1 hose right now. I need to get a second one in the future, but I just haven't done it. I really like the Rockler, the dust connect that they have. I want to get that sometime for my air filtration system. I do. I mean, I still would like. Win has a nice little. I think it's like a 500 CFM like fine air filtration system, and I think it's like $120, and it's supposed to be rated pretty good. But I still haven't got it yet. It's just on my list of stuff to get. What about you, Oscar? What filtration system do you use? Ray says, hell, I'm lucky to lift my shoes now. Robert G says, tore my deltoid some, and that really put an end of it to me. I hear it tear. Always in pain when I lifted. Dude, I feel you on that. So check this out, Robert. I was flipping a tire with my training partners, right? It was a really heavy tire. And I don't know if you guys have ever seen Strongman when they do tire flip. That's one of the events, okay? So I had my headphones in, and I was mid flip. So basically, like a tire flip is like, it's like you're deadlifting the tire up, and then you're kind of giving it a little shrug, and then once you get past your knee, then it's like a kick through and a push, right? So when I was mid transition, I just felt my bicep just pop, and I heard it through my headphones, and my headphones were like full blast. That was like back in the day when I was training for Strongman. That was for my last show, and it was like I knew it was torn. it like rolled up halfway on my arm and it was in a ball because I tore my distal, which your distal is your tendon that hooks to this top bone right here, that when you supinate and pronate, it moves your bicep like this. It moves it like a little bit. So that right there is your tendon for your lower bicep, your distal, and then what is it? Your maybe somebody can clarify your upper bicep is your posterior. What is it called? Anyways, that's hooked to your shoulder, and that's not usually as severe. Usually they recommend no surgery for that, but I tore that motherfucker off the bone. And point being, it was super loud. I know how you feel. Josh says 50 going on 85. You're good, brother. I know you said you had some health stuff in the past, but I hope you're doing better now. He said 50 going on 85, had a rough life, but don't regret the experiences and the memories. If I have to suffer now, so be it. Well, man, I hope you're not suffering, Josh. Just know that you're a good dude, and just have fun with your life, man. You're a good man. I like you a lot. It's a pleasure to know you. Kat says, ouch, Robert. Vicky says, squats are so treacherous. I pulled my hamstring or maybe my glute, not sure. Once doing squats, took weeks to heal. Yeah, I blew my back out doing squats. That sucked, and that could have been a lot worse than it was. Oscar Smith upgraded Harbor Freight. Nice. Harbor Freight's got some nice stuff, man. My brother, my best friend, his dad works is a manager at Harbor Freight, like right down the street from my house right here, and I haven't hit him up yet, but he could probably get me some killer deals on some stuff. Let's see. Kat says, feel that, Josh, but still doing home PT. Yeah, I went through PT for my bicep, and it was like I got done with PT, and then I requested more PT, and I paid out of pocket after my insurance was like they wouldn't cover it anymore, so I paid out of pocket, and it did wonders for my bicep. It came back stronger than it ever was. My PT I went to the same orthopedic place for my leg when I got injured last year, and yeah, that injury was even more serious than my bicep by far, and my leg is coming back really good. Kat says, glad you're feeling better now, Vicky. Robert says, button repair. What does that mean? Oscar Smith says, did you get a mouse muscle? I don't know what that means. Maybe you could clarify. Robert G says, cousin tore his off in boxing, hook and gone. Yeah. Okay, so it sometimes when I throw hooks, if you don't throw them at the right angle and get the right movement with them, you can get sore like on your bicep. I'm sure you know what I mean. One says, I tore my patella tendon playing basketball at 26, then tore the other one 6 years later playing softball. Never forgot the sound of it made like a large rubber band snapping. Yeah, that's how my bicep sounded. It's wild, huh? Oscar Smith says Harbor Freight has a dust collection for $199 with membership. Nice. I've actually seen the dust collection system. We were walking through there, and I was like, wow, this is pretty nice. Robert G says, excuse me, they drilled the hole and run the thing through the reattached bicep. Yeah. Yes, that's what they did with me. So they drilled a hole through my bone, and then they cut the bad part of my tendon off, and then they sutured my tendon to my bone. I have like a incision right here where they went through the bone, and then I have a little J right here on the bottom of my bicep. Injuries are crazy. They're a crazy thing. I just had to think to myself for a second. Injuries can be a crazy thing, and health is a crazy thing. You know, it definitely can make life harder. But hopefully everybody here is doing okay health wise. Oscar says when your muscle becomes detached and knots up, yeah. That's what happened to my bicep. It was crazy. It was really crazy. It wasn't fun. It wasn't really painful. It was like somebody pinched my arm really hard, and then that's it. And they let go. It was really strange. And then when my pain block after the surgery left my arm, I was in pain for like 1 day, and then that was it. Kat says, saw some of the entries. Well done. Yeah, well done. Kat's talking about the Wine Caddy Challenge for any of you who don't know. I think that's what you're talking about, right? And there are some beautiful projects. We have a wonderful woodworking community. The Facebook page is growing like tremendously, and it's nice to. There's been compared to like 3 months ago, 2-3 months ago, as to where it is now, like you see, there's projects every day on the page now, like every day, by at least like a ton of members. It's nice to see. It's very motivating too. It's very cool. Vicky says muscle was wondering that what seafood had to do with the cars. Oh my gosh. Kat says yes. Juan says it's hard for me to kneel down and stand up without making a grunt noises now. I feel you on that one. Sometimes my back gets real tight. Ryan, do you have a Facebook page? Yes, I do. I do have a Facebook page. If my real name is here, I'll type it on there. So if you see me on the Bearded Viking page, Ray, if you I'm pretty sure you're on the Bearded Viking page too. If you're on the Facebook group, you'll see me when I post on there, and my name is Ryan Carey, for those of you who don't know. So if any of you guys or gals want to friend request me on Facebook, you're more than welcome to. Or maybe I'll just find you, whatever is works, you know. But yeah, that community is wonderful. It's so cool. Like like when I got into it, I think there was like less than 200 members, maybe even like right at like barely over 100. And now it's like over 1,000, which is crazy. And that was within like a matter of like a month or so, which is like it's just crazy. It's just the beauty of woodworking and the community. What's this? Whose page is that? My page? I'm not gonna click on it, but I think that's my page, right? Yeah, send a request, Ray. I'd love to have you as a friend. Oh, Kat beat me to it. She put my link on there. So anybody who wants to request me on Facebook, there I am. Thank you, Kat. Kat, for those of you who don't know Kat, she's so cool. Like, she's such a wonderful person. She could just make your day. You know, like she's so positive and such a delightful person to be around. Like, you're an amazing person, Kat. That's all I can say. And thank you for putting my link up. Kat has given me tons of advice too on various things. She's so knowledgeable of not only woodworking but other stuff too, as far as like social media and like just technical stuff too. She's so smart. So anybody who has questions, you should probably go to Kat. She's very, very knowledgeable. Juan says, now that my garage is clean now, I can make some projects now. Still have a way to go with organization, but it's a start. And I feel you on that one, man. My garage is my shop, so I call it my shop though. But my cabinets were like in my shop and all my stuff, and it was like, ugh, it like cuts off like half the space, which would drive me crazy. It's like you got to move one thing to go get one thing, and then move two things to get to one other thing. It was just, it was a struggle. And now that it's clear, now I get to be real creative with my shop, which I'm gonna take full advantage of. I want to build. I have a mobile cart for my joiner and my planer, which I really like both the combination together because I can just work and pull it out if I need to, or move around. I have a big joiner too that's mobile, and I can move around. My table saw is mobile, my bandsaw is mobile. Everything is mobile, really. I need to make my miter saw is not mobile. It has a station. My miter saw and my drill press. But I do want to make a router table, a mobile one, because I have a Bosch cabinet router table. I have a router insert in my table saw as well, so I want to have that as an option too. But the main thing that I'm going to do when I have some time, like time, I'm going to pull my table saw back a few feet, probably like 3 or 4 feet, and I'm going to build an outfeed table / workbench / I want to put a Moxon vise on it. I don't know if I'll be able to build one as big as I don't know if you guys know who Third Coast Craftsman is, but that dude, he's a bad motherfucker, man. Like, excuse my language, but he has a video where he builds a workbench, and it's just stunning. His hand tool work is just amazing. He's a good mixture. He's a good mixture of hand tools and machines. He has plans for it. I don't know if I'm going to use his plans, but I think I might just want to design my own, really. But point being, I'm looking forward to that because I can have an extra workspace. I mean, right in front of my garage, I have like my sawhorses, and I have a sheet of plywood, and then I have the Pink Panther insulated sheet, like a 2-inch sheet, which is good for using my track saw on for cutting and just building on. It's nice. Don't get me wrong, and it's a nice thing to have, but just having an outfeed table / workbench is something that's very necessary. And a few more mobile stations. Kat says, you're welcome. Ray says, wife does all the Facebook stuff. I will have her look you up. Appreciate that, man. It's going to be... Thanks for the friend request. Kat says, oh, thank you. You're welcome. You know how wonderful you are. Ray says, all my stuff is done on the table, so that's why I don't have long videos on YouTube. Yeah, okay. But you can do long videos. You just got to be real creative, and I'm looking forward to seeing that because your videos so far have been good. They've been great. You just got to keep running with it and then just keep evolving, and things will get better. It's all a process. One says, yep, that's what it is. Was like just cleaning, move this to get that out. It drove me nuts. Same here. So I started throwing stuff out. My garage guy is going to be made. Yeah, same here. It's come a long way. I'm very proud of my garage. I have a lot of tools. I'm very thankful. I've worked very hard to get these tools. And I still have a lot of tools that I want to get, I definitely want a lathe. That's like my number one. My lathe, I want a lathe. and I want a mortiser. Those are 2. And then after that, it's probably like just hand tool city. I have such a fascination with hand tools. So that's going to take a little time, but I'm looking forward to it. Oscar says, organization is and will always be an ongoing project for me. I'm always getting a new tool for the shop. Same with me. I think it's just a thing that woodworkers in general have to just learn to accept. And even if you are organized, you're not fully organized, if that makes any sense. And you kind of have to be okay with that, you know. That's a good problem to have. But it's nice to have like a shop where you can at least move around in, you know, some type of mobility for yourself, so that it's easier for you. Josh says, okay, wine's all filtered and feeling good from sampling. Dang, I want to sample with you, bro. Damn, that's what I'm doing now too. Everything in shop on wheels as possible. Obviously not lathe, but anything else. Yeah, I like mobile stuff. I'm gonna make something. When I get a lathe, I will be making something. I'll definitely have to figure out something when I get a mortiser too, because you kind of have to have a little bit of an open space. Dustin Mitchell, Dusty Lumber Co. guy. Dustin Mitchell, I mean, he's crazy. He's got a crazy ass shop, but he's perfect example of that for his like of what to like kind of a shop to model your shop after. Not as far as lathe is concerned, but like mobile stations, and he uses a mortiser a lot, and he's got a really cool King radial arm saw, and I think those are awesome. They're very dangerous, but they're awesome. So he's kind of like someone I look at when I think about like tool placement and things like that. One says, sorry, mad. I don't know what that means. Josh says, Ray, I do everything on my phone, longing to do stuff on tablet or PC. Yeah, so I have to commend you guys for that. Like, you do that, and so does Daniel. I don't know if I could do that, simply because my phone, I mean, I'm sure I could, like with editing videos and stuff, but like having my tablet and having my phone to be able to like airdrop everything to my tablet and then just format everything in time. Because the way that I do, so this is how I do stuff for my videos. Like, so when I have a project in mind, right? So each piece of my project, I have to set up my camera, or I maneuver around. I'm like, oh, I'm going to put this in. So I shoot it as if I was doing like everything in sequence, right? So when I transfer all my videos and my photos, then I have an idea, since it's been like, since you don't remember everything, but doing it in that format seems to help me in sequence when I lay out all my stuff for my editing. Just what I do. It works for me. Might not work for anybody else, but it works for me. Airdropping my stuff to my tablet works for me, and then just going through and taking my time and really picking out stuff, and I feel like it works good for me. Ray says, looking into GoPro, so maybe I can do something better. Yeah, my friend was telling me about a GoPro. I might get into that too. We'll see. So it's a more like hands-on approach. I definitely like when you do videos, say when like someone's cutting and you see them cutting, and then you see them cutting from the side, and then you see them cutting from the front, like, and then you see like a shot from here. Like, that's something that I'm barely learning now. Yeah, and I'm definitely, I like the aspect of like camera change, like shot change, which is like something I haven't done yet, but I'd like to eventually do. Your phone's a flip phone. Damn, and do you do it on your flip phone? Josh says, I'm making carts with drawers for each big tool, planer, joiner, drill press, sanders, etc. Want to pipe dust collection from ceiling to hook up each tool as needed in the middle of shop. That's a good idea. That is a really good idea. That's a really good idea, Josh. My filtration system works pretty good because I have it in one spot, and it is mobile, as you can see in the background. But my hose is 20 feet, and that reaches anything in my shop. You know, and then my miter saw, I have a HEPA vac, and from right there I can I can use it. It links up perfectly to my domino joiner. I don't use it for my track saw because my HEPA vac is mobile too. But I just use my dust bag for my track saw, and it works perfectly. But for those two items, and then when I do my drill press, I use it too. But yeah, it's a good station for me. Vicky says multiple tripods and cameras is a good idea. Yeah, that is a good idea. Maybe I could. That's something I can learn from you and others. Let me know what you know and how I can improve, because I'm definitely on board for doing something like that. I want my videos to keep getting better. Excuse me. Josh says, I'd love a GoPro for when I'm in the woods or yard cutting my material from logs. Yeah. You know, Josh, it's cool that you mentioned that, because I actually like the fact that you can like share what you're doing with your channel, like what you're doing in general. But I do also like the fact, and I feel like it goes kind of hand in hand with these lives, is I like how you can share like your life too, because this is like part of who I am, you know, like in my opinion. Like I feel like I'd like to show like me going to the mountains, or me like going to the hardwood store, or like me just, you know, sharing parts of my life. I do plan on doing a live in Shaver very soon. I think that'd be pretty cool for you guys to like join me on a live up there. And I think it'd be different. It's out of the shop. It'd be something fun. Maybe a live at the lake. I don't know. We'll see. I have a lot of ideas, but it's so cool that you guys could all join me. And I'm just expressing that that's something that I'm gonna plan on doing. I'm gonna plan on sharing just more than woodworking. Even though this is a woodworking channel, and I like to share what I do and what I build, but I want to share who I am as a person as well, you know. So hopefully you guys and gals enjoy that. Ray says, granddaughter has a GoPro she doesn't use. I think I might steal it. Josh says, mine too, but tired of tripping over it. Want a pipe and ceiling with magnetic connector to drop down to each tool as needed. Will probably make a video when I do. Juan says, I wish my garage was taller. Got a 2-car garage, but it's deep. I have 8-foot ceilings I can go with so high. My garage is small. It's like not even a 2-car garage. But I make it work. I try to make it work. And the good thing is I have a cutting station in front of my garage too that I have. So thanks, Kat. I definitely love to share that with you and everybody else. Josh says, yep, you probably missed the video I put on chat of the mile-long driveway. No, I did see it. I saw it. I saw that video. I thought that was really cool. I think you should share stuff like that on your YouTube, man. I really do. Like, do a short, like, where you, like, speed it up and just, like, you know, just, like, checking out, look how cool my driveway is. I think that's cool, Josh. I would be down to see stuff like that. I think you should do it. Just want to share my experience with others. Yeah, but like I said, I think you should do that. I think you should definitely do that. I'm gonna go like 10. I'm gonna go like 10 more minutes on my live. I'm actually going to. I'm gonna share. My cousin has a YouTube too, and he is part of the Explorers Club. Let me find him. His name is Trevor, and he makes documentaries and he travels the world and he's an archaeologist. So maybe you guys could check out his channel. He does some really cool stuff. I think that he's working on some things for Netflix right now. So okay, let me see. So I'm gonna share his channel. It's called Worldwide Wallace. And this here's my cousin. He just does some cool stuff. You know. So maybe you could check him out. He does some really fascinating stuff. Like he gets to do a bunch of stuff, and he's really he'll do like lives on Instagram and lives on Facebook, and I haven't seen if he does it on YouTube, but he should, because he's so interesting. But he'll like just like mosaic people, for instance, or like just he'll just have a live and he'll just explain stuff, and he's so damn interesting. Like he's just one of those people that like you have a conversation with him and you just don't want the conversation to end because he is so interesting, you know. I know you guys have people like that you know, and he is definitely not only because he's my family member, he's my cousin, but he's just so interesting, and he's so like his passion for his craft and just sharing who he is. Something about that, it's just, I find it so interesting when people really share who they are and something that they're very passionate about, be it one thing, two things, or 20 things. I don't give a shit. Just as, you know, it's just cool to see. Nice. Thanks, Ray. Thanks, Kat. Subbed. I'm sure he's gonna love that. I'll tell him about that. Josh says, "Bro, you are so good at this live stuff. Once I'm not ashamed of having mine in the background, I may try this." Josh, you should. You should definitely try this. I feel like it's helping me, like with my videos. I feel like it's helping me in so many different areas. It's nice to just see people that are interested in what I'm doing and just connecting with people. I think that you'll really enjoy it. And it's just another way to be creative and show who you are, I feel. Yeah, I definitely, you got this. Big Mac says you got this, Josh. You sure do, man. I mean, you saw the power of creativity. I mean, look, Josh, like you, just from those 2 lathe videos, your subscribers just jumped, and your stuff is so unique. Just keep doing what you're doing and being who you are, the cool ass dude that you are. And all I'm doing, man, is just I'm just being me, and I'm just sharing it with the world. You know, and if people like me, they're gonna like me. If people don't like me, they're not. They don't like me. But I'm gonna continue doing what I'm doing. You know. Juan says, "Just sub." Thanks, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. Kat says, "Agree with Big Mex. Get on it, Josh." I agree, Josh. You should do it. Hey, Josh. Okay. If you want to, this is just a suggestion, and I've made this suggestion, I think, the live before this, and maybe even the second live that I did. When you set up a live, you can schedule a live. If you would like to, maybe we could schedule a live together. Maybe we could do a live, you and I, and do a co-live, because you have the option on YouTube. It's always in the option bar when I'm doing my video prep, when I'm setting up my scheduled live. So if you want to, I'm more than welcome. I'd be happy to aid you on your first live, and we could do a live together. That's just a suggestion. You're a cool ass dude. I consider you a friend of mine, and I'd love to be able to like help you in this journey, because you've shown me so much love and so much support in my journey, and just been a good person to me, that I want to do the same for you, man. And I think I'm not the only one that agrees. You could definitely kick some serious ass on this live. Preach it, brother. Yeah, man. Preach it for sure. I mean, you gotta. This is so fun for me. You just don't understand. Like, it's so much fun. I have so much fun on these lives. This is probably the best thing to do on this whole YouTube thing, is the lives. I like making the videos, and I like teaching, and I like sharing my building stuff and my journey with everybody. But this right here, right now, this live stuff is the thing. Is the funnest part for me. Josh says, I'm in a lucky place that I don't care about the income. I just want to inspire others to go out on a limb and take big risks. There you go, man. There you go. That's a beautiful thing. Inspiration is a wonderful thing, and you gain inspiration from others too, as I've seen. So like, let's build this thing together, brother. Kat says, heck yeah, that'd be cool. I definitely agree. That'd be super cool. Juan says, I think Daniel should do live together with some of the Bearded Viking family. I think he is. If I didn't he do a live with you, Big Mex? Shit, I think you'd be, I think he did a live with you, from what I remember. You'd kick some serious ass on some lives too. Ray says, that's a good idea, Juan, for sure. Josh says, Ryan Hart, I would be more than honored. We need to talk about this off live, as well as anyone else who thinks I have something here. Dude, yeah, for sure, man. You and I can talk off this live and get some ideas and just like, I'm down, brother. I'm down. Once we talk about it, and once you're ready, you know, like, we can you just jump on. It could be like a Q&A, man. It could be like a let's just talk about ourselves and our journey and our, you know, our past and how our life's gone so far, and how our life's gone in the past and how it's going now, and people that we're meeting and the inspirations that we're getting from around the world, and not just YouTube, but other stuff, books, TV, whatever, people, you know, there's tons of shit you can talk about. Yeah, Big Mex, you were good, man. That was awesome. Kat says, meet the makers. Yeah, meet the makers for sure. Maybe you're a genius, Kat. Maybe that could be our like once a month live together, Josh. It could be called Meet the Makers, and we could take questions and talk about projects that maybe people that watch us would like to see, and stuff like that. Like, I think that'd be pretty cool. It'd kind of be like a podcast in a sense. Like, we'd have a monthly podcast, but it's live, and we talk about all kinds of shit. I think it'd be cool. Meet the Makers. Holler at Kat for that idea. You're so damn smart. Big Mex says, I like helping. Yeah, Big Mex is a good dude. You are definitely one person that inspires me. Juan says, that's a great title, Kat. I agree. That is a good title. Meet the Makers. Big Mex says, yes, you both should do that. Dude, right there, Josh. We got a title, man. Meet the Makers once a month. Just starting out once a month. Meet the Makers. How about it, baby? Josh says, I don't have many followers yet, but they are giving me so much support, warms my heart, and gives me a reason to create some new and crazy concoctions. Yeah. Trust me, Josh, once you start going live too, the followers will come, you know. Big Mac says, use it like use it. I like it. Meet the makers. Vicky says, Ryan, there's this reel on Facebook with a guy that has a pull-out extension on the side of a lower cabinet. I love it. I may need to redo my sketch. Yeah, for sure. I'm glad you found that. You know what's crazy? It happens to me too. I'll already have my build plan, and it's so crazy. Like, and that's just like, I'm kind of like Josh in a sense too, like where I do like to change stuff mid-project, which is, it makes it even funner in my opinion. But like, say I'm building something, let's just say whatever it may be, and then I'll just, like at nighttime or something, I'll be like, I'm gonna jump on YouTube, and I'll just go off on a rabbit hole, like I'm gonna look this shit up, and I look this shit up, and then it gives me an idea, and I'm like, damn, I can incorporate that in my build. And it's crazy. That's the beauty of it though. That does sound cool, Vicky. I love that you're just going for it. That's cool. I love that you're just like, that's one thing that I think that's going to help you in your woodworking journey, Vicky. I think that you have to, and it's a good quality that you have, is just going for it and just like experimenting and just not just learning and doing, but like experimenting and just trying new things, because that holds, I feel like that anxiety right there holds a lot of woodworkers back, or creators back in general, from really being creative. And I just the fact that you have that trait and are very open-minded like that just says a lot, and will help you on your woodworking journey. Yeah. See, there you go. Vicky says, we always, in all caps, complain we don't have enough countertop space. There you go. There is a solution for everything. There's a science to everything. There's a method for everything. They're not all the same methods and the same sciences and whatnot, but you can do some crazy shit and creative stuff, and it can work. That's the beauty of it. Nice little breeze going by right now. Nice little breeze. Real nice breeze. Absolutely. Jealous, send it this way. Josh says, no offense, but while we're alike, we're totally opposite. You are all about joinery and precision, and I'm all about free flow and organic. Sounds weird, but I think this could work for both of us. Dude, we're totally different, and that's a beautiful thing, you know. Like, I'm so fascinated with your work, and I think that your work is absolutely amazing, and you know, you've shown the same grace and praise with my work as well, and it's just, I feel like Josh, you and I just like really we really do mesh good, man. I feel like it'd be something cool, you know. I think that you're a wonderful person, so I'm totally on board with doing something like that. Are you talking about how hot it is we're in California right now? If I had to guess offhand, I'd say maybe like low 90s at the moment. Man, I've never been to New York. I've always wanted to go. It was definitely hotter earlier. It's been real weird, like I said. It's been usually, like, generally it's hot later in the day, like 4 or 5 is the peak. But I feel like the peak is like 11 noonish, which is weird. Josh says, and as am I with yours. There you go right there, brother. Your support means everything to me. You know, just so you know. Yeah. You inspire me in more ways than one. And I definitely feel like Meet the Makers would be pretty cool. Meet the Makers. I'm going to write that down. I think one thing I'd like to talk about that's really cool about the evolution of like your YouTube journey as a creator is that people really get to see you really get to show people what you can do, and it's nice to like, I feel like, to go a lot of different avenues, not just like, you know, spontaneous stuff, and not just joinery stuff, and not just like cabinetry, and not just carving, and you know, I think it's, in my opinion, I'd like to be able to branch out and try to do everything, you know, even some non-woodworking stuff, you know, like when I was doing my shed build. I definitely, a video that I want to do, I have a short video of it, but let me get it. So I made these post caps for my cabin, and I mortised out the bottom of them. And this is a prototype because I bled through, but this would be a cool type of build to show people how to do it, how to build post caps. That's going to be one of my videos. Cat says, love y'all, gotta go checking on my dad. Love you, Cat. Thanks for stopping by and that beautiful idea of yours. Ray says, see you, Cat. Oscar says, see you, Cat. What's up, Daniel? The bearded Viking is in the house. Skull. Thanks, Big Mex. Yeah, that one was I think last year I built like 12 of them. I think there's like 30 total, but the ones that were on the cabin, if any of you have seen my cabin and shaver, the post caps, it was a really rough winter, and the moisture really took hold of them and tore a bunch of them off and really damaged them, so I had to rebuild them. That was actually a prototype because I think that was like the first one I built. Everything came out really perfect, but that one in general, like when I was mortising out the center with my router freehand, my plunge dropped, my plunge pin dropped, and I dropped my mortise in the center. It made like a little river. It like shot at me like this. I mean, I was okay, but like it kind of, the router took the shape a little bit, and it had like a little bead in it. So that one, I can still use that one, but that was like the prototype. All the rest of them really came out really good full depth because I had to make the mortise a certain depth so it could sit on top of the post itself. You know? So that was fun. That first one, I was like, oh shit. But then the rest of them went smooth, you know? What's up, Rob? How you doing, brother? Daniel said, nah, not tonight. I haven't got home yet. Got the spotlights out trying to finish drying in this house. Dude, I've been there. Late nights like that. Everybody say what's up to the bearded Viking. Show him some love, my brother. Show T Jr. some love too. T Jr.'s name's Rob, if any of you don't know. Juan says, last breath, Josh, that's why I choose my channel name, because I'm not all about being so precise. Yeah, that's a good name. It's a catchy name. Josh says, yes, write that down. We need to create something different. Don't know how we're going to connect yet, but looking forward to discussing this idea. Many others that could be included as well. I agree. Daniel says, what up, Josh? T Jr. Vicky says, La One makes sense. Vicky says, Daniel, that's crazy. Everybody's saying hello. I'm making that moolah, baby. For sure. It's nice that everybody could join me tonight. As I said, sorry for messing up on the time of the schedule, but I still got it out in certain areas where people knew that I was going live at 4 Pacific time. So, and I think I'm going to keep it at that time. I like that time because I'm obviously West Coast time, Pacific time, so it still gives me a chance to, like, you know, like if Daniel goes live, he generally goes live a little bit later. So if I can go like live maybe like 2 hours before him or an hour before him, I still can catch his live, which I like to show my support and hang out with everybody there too. So, and other lives too as well. So that's why I kind of like to, you know, pick my days and my times. Yeah. Yeah, you making that Skrilla, man. He said, are you talking about me? Are you creating a monster with me? Is that what you said, Josh? I like this live stuff, man. It's fun. It's fun to be able to connect with people. Have all your friends on here and hang out and just be yourself and talk about a whole bunch of bullshit. Heck yeah, we do, Rob. We support each other. That's what it's all about, man. Can't be a hater. Can't be a hater, baby. You gotta be a spectator and a cheerleader. Yeah, man. I love you too, brother. We are definitely a team. I was just telling people earlier about how you do things different and and how creative you are and how much of an inspiration you've been. You know, like, hi, pretty good. How you doing? Did my neighbor. I was telling everybody earlier how like you're just totally different, and I know I've said this a bunch of times, but it's really been like I'm talking about how you kind of are unique and how you do things and how your lives, nobody does those types of things, and how you're creative and just like how there's a community, and it's nice, and how it's been an inspiration for me to do my own thing in my own way and put my own spin on things, and it's really been fun, you know. So I'm very thankful for Daniel and a lot of other people, but for the most part, this whole live thing has been like mostly inspired by Daniel himself. Like him going live and the advice that he's given me and whatnot has really like made me want to do those things and grow my channel and put myself out there and just try something new. So for that, I really thank you, you know. And Josh, you can do the same thing, man. I know it's going to be fun. I look forward to hopefully doing those lives together and maybe watching you do a live yourself too as well in the future. Basically what I'm saying is just it's the support is really nice. And what Daniel has done has been very different and very refreshing, and you don't see it on YouTube from too many woodworkers and creators. They just don't want to connect with people as much as he does. He not only connects with his lives and his community page, he shows the love that way, but he connects, like he comments on everybody's comments. Every comment on every one of his videos, he comments. He's just like he's like a I'm just using, he's like a big time fighter, or like a sports athlete that just has time to sign all those autographs. That's my analogy of him. You know, he takes the time to like someone's comments, or get back to them, and not just once, countless times, like multiple times. I read his comments too, and it's just like, that's cool, man. That's really cool shit. You know, that like is a good model right there. Daniel says, that means a lot, brother. We got some real talent in this. We do. We have some amazing talent. Not just talent. We got some amazing people. Like, that's the real shit right there. You know, that's the real, excuse my language, but that's the realness. You know, it's so cool to see how the quality of people that are coming, that I've met, and that I continue to meet. It blows me away. I just can't say that enough. T Junior says, hello, Ruff. Juan says, Dano, new merch, t-shirt, Team Skull. Nice. Vicky says, I do want to say there's a hard limit in terms of scalability on doing these things, though. Yes, I agree. Josh says, we all have the fuel inside us to become something special. We just need to spark to ignite our own creativity. We owe it all to each other. Big happy family. Yeah, we do. Vicky says, eventually, when you get over 300 new comments in a day, you have to decide how much time you're going to be spending versus doing recording for your next video. I'm sure you do. Yeah. Daniel says, golly, I'm over here blushing. I couldn't do it without you all. Yeah, same goes for you. It's the support's amazing. It's an amazing thing. It's just to have, my opinion is just to have people join you live and take the time out of their day to enjoy something and hang out with you is just so I don't know, I can't even express the word. It's like humbling, you know. It's just, it means a lot. I definitely appreciate you all, and I'm even the same appreciation like when I'm joining everybody else's lives. Like, it's just like, I'm like, damn, this is so cool that people just are this engaged, and they just want to, like, just, I don't know, it just leaves me speechless sometimes. Dan says, I'll find a way, Vic. Yeah, you find a way. Beard Viking, Mrs. Viking told me to tell y'all hi. Hey, Miss Viking, what's up? My wife, I don't know if you guys caught, my wife said hi the other day to everybody. She made a cameo today, but it was in the background, so she's always telling me to tell you guys so hi too. I say hi to Miss Viking, and my wife says hi to Miss Viking too. So Mrs. 77 Rocket says hello as well. Hi, not hi. Oscar says, sometimes you just need to connect to someone who understands the hobby profession we have chosen. And you and Daniel do that on a different level than most people. Dude, Daniel's like, he does a wonderful job. I'm just like doing my own rendition of what I can do. Like, he set the bar. He, like, nobody's doing that, I'm telling you. Like, and if they are, like, I've looked through tons of woodworkers on YouTube. I feel like it's just an important thing to show, like, if people support you and they like what you're doing, it's even more of a value to show who you are. I feel. That's what I get out of it. And that's what I like to do. That's what I get. Daniel puts so much work into not only just creating his content, but everything he does, creating a community that's just so important, you know? It's so cool too, you know? Anyway, I'm just going off on a serious tangent rant, but just, you know, shows how much I like this thing, you know? Ray says, Vicky, I wish I could get 3 comments on my videos. Ray, you know, I know you said the other day, you know, I only got like 8 or 9 subscribers. It takes time, you know, like, don't get discouraged. It takes time. Just continue to do what you're doing. Continue to, you know, have fun first and foremost, and just share with what you're doing, regardless of the numbers or not. They will come. You just have to put in the time and just have fun with it, man. Just have fun. That's all I could say. Daniel will tell you the same thing. And look at him. He's still striving and still doing his thing. It just everything takes time. Josh says, the love and support shared between just a few multiples to a level that uplifts us in a way that's undescribable. Yep, it is. You can't describe it. I could say how much I like it all the time and how much I appreciate it, but it just goes without saying. This is so cool, you know? Rob says, Ray, I appreciate them videos, bro. Hey, I appreciate your videos too, Ray. Keep them coming, you know. Just keep doing it, baby. Keep doing it. Ray says, thanks, T. Daniel says, Josh, I absolutely love your videos, bro. No bullshit. Dude, Josh, I'm telling you, you are unique, man. You are a unique guy, and your builds are they definitely show your creativity, your character, and who you are. And keep doing it, man. I'm telling you. And your lives and everything else you do is going to be the same. Ray said, Daniel says, what's your channel, Ray? Daniel also says, keep putting out content. It will take time, but it will take off. Yes. Daniel's right, man. He's totally right. It will take off. Ray says, same as our name. Josh says, damn, Daniel, that is so rewarding. I was giving up hope, and my next couple of vids will probably suck, but you make me want to try harder next time around. Just hope my slacking doesn't cost me. Josh, no, brother. No, don't be like that. Dude, your videos are so cool, man. I'm telling you. And I totally, okay, so I bet that before you put out both those short form videos of your lathe projects, I bet you were thinking to yourself, man, I don't know if I want to put these out. Well, I'm telling you, brother, you put them out, you made the right decision, because those things were they're badass, man. You did a beautiful job, and you're doing a good job with your videos too. I'm telling you, whatever you put out, Josh, whatever you touch is going to be the Midas touch, baby, just like the song. I'm going to put, here, I'm going to share, here's Ray's YouTube. I put a link to his YouTube. Yeah, if you guys haven't subscribed to Ray's channel, guys and girls, check out, I put the link on there, check out his channel. It's pretty cool. He just started his YouTube recently, and he's doing a good job. You know, it just takes time. You just got to continue to go with it. You're welcome, Ray. Okay, let's see. I'm pretty sure everybody on here, but I'm gonna put it anyway. So I can't really see everybody that's on the chat, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to share everybody's channel that puts out content. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to put T Junior's page on here too. T Junior's got some good stuff. He's got a nice channel. He puts out some good content. I'm actually looking forward to seeing what T Junior does with his new camera and mic. Let's see, who else is on here? Who else is on here that puts out? Juan's got some content. Let's show Juan some love. I'm going to share your page, Juan. You are funny. Oh, see you, T. I didn't know you were leaving. That was an awesome jig, the picture frame one. That was pretty awesome. I like that. That was pretty cool. Big Mech says, who's Bearded Viking? I heard of him. That great sawdust creator. Creature? Or creator. You're crazy. You're crazy. All right, everybody. I'll read it. A few more minutes and I'm going to get off. I've been on for a lot longer than I thought I was going to be. Today was probably my longest live. I think it was like 2.5 hours, which is, I was going to go like an hour and a half and ended up going, and then I was like, I'm going to go 2, and now we're at 2.5. So I'll read these last couple comments and then I'm going to bid you guys adieu. So Josh says, thanks, Ryan. I get worried that people don't see things the way I do. I don't necessarily like detailed how-to videos. Just hope people get some inspiration to try and figure stuff out on their own. Yeah, you're doing good, Josh. You got my vote. I enjoy every one of your videos you put out. Juan says, not the best content, but I'm still learning. Hey, that's what it's all about. We're all evolving. You know, you are only your worst critic is yourself. Sorry for the tongue teaser. I'm a little tired, but yeah. Your best critic is I feel is someone who's supportive. You know, like sometimes you can be your worst critic is yourself. You kind of just have to like remember that everything is a process. Ray says, Big Mex, thank you. Oscar says, good night, everyone. Hey, good night, Oscar. Appreciate you being here, brother. Big Mex says, anytime, Ray, keep it up. Big Mex says, night, Oscar. All right, everybody. I am going to bid everybody good night. I will be scheduling another live for later this week. Probably Thursday. Yeah, probably Thursday or Friday. We'll see. I'll post it up on all the social medias, Facebook page and Instagram and on my community page on here, and then I'll schedule it so that you can actually see when it's coming. Sorry for the mess up this time. I put it for 4 a.m., not 4 p.m. So this next one, I'll schedule the right time. But you guys, thankfully, I put it up right on the social media so you guys saw. So I bid everybody good night. Hope everybody has a good evening. And I appreciate you guys and gals joining me. And we'll see you on the next one. And I will be having a wine caddy video coming out soon. So be on the lookout for that. Night, everybody. Later.